What's up YouTube? Welcome to the very first video of the ink buildup. What this channel is all about is you're going to follow my journey as I build up my print shop from the bottom to the top. Now I just started a year ago with this shop, and little by little I've been buying materials, equipment to get this shop going. And I'm going to show you a little detour of my little shop right now. It's not the best one, but it's what I'm starting out with. Okay, the first thing I'm going to show you is my press that I have here. This is the 6-color 1-station press. Alright, here's a close-up of the press. And like I said, not the best press. I mean, these are pretty cheap. Like here in Mexico, the murdered people, they buy these ones because they're like expensive. You don't really see a lot of shots where you know those what do they call it? M&R manual presses, or you know, Riley. There's not even Riley here. A lot of people use these ones. They are basically, you know, like people just make them. You probably see the same designs here, the same press design a lot of people use, because basically everybody just copies off each other. There's no micro. Forget about that. Here, you can't even. There's no setting off contact. The only thing I use for off contact is this little whatever that thing is called. This. And here, the majority of the people, they use wood because it's the cheapest one. And aluminum, people don't really sell it here. In Mexico City, you probably will find them there. But where I live, there's nothing. Look at that. Talk about horrible off contact. Look at that. Look at that. Like I said, wood sucks because there was wobbles. No contact. Okay, here you have the pallet, and honestly, they're just wood that you have to screw on. I mean, you can't. There's no like those. What are those top pallets where you could just unscrew them? Here, no, it's actually screw them with screws. And it's the pain. It's the pain when you have to change the bigger pallet. You have to unscrew it. You have to put the other one, tie it in. Ugh. Forget about it. Okay, next we have my heat press. This was the first thing I bought for my shop, and the reason I bought it was because I didn't want to buy a press first, because there's no point of having, you know, a 6-color press. Because if I had it, I'd print a shirt, but what's the point if I can't cure it, right? So I decided, you know, I'm going to buy the press first, and I'm going to build myself a 1-color station screen printing press, which I did. Was actually right here. It was the first one I built. I took it apart because I needed the pieces of plywood. I mean, the pieces of wood. But yeah, that was my first press that I actually used. And I would pick 1 color, and I had my little heat press to cure it. And like I said, it's a pretty cheap one. This cost me 3,000 pesos. I mean, it's just, let me see right here. It's just an on-off switch. And it works. It gets the job done, but to be honest, to be creating, you know, shirts, it takes a long time. That's when I decided, you know, I'm going to save up for a heap for, what's it called? Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot it. A flash dryer. You know, I'm going to save up. And like I said, I use it once in a while, but not really. As you can see, the dust is built up already. I mean, this supposedly is to control the temperature, but honestly, it doesn't even work. I just turn it on all the way and that's it, same thing. Okay, next is my flash dryer. This cost me around 3,500 pesos, and it's pretty good. I mean, it's not those expensive ones, it's the cheap one, honestly, but it gets the job done, you know. Here's the bottom of it and how it looks like. It just takes a while to heat up to the right temperature, and it just has a basic on-off switch here, and it plugs into the wall. But unfortunately, here in Mexico, the wiring for homes is not pretty good, so I gotta fix the entire wiring here, because honestly, those cables heat up. Let me show you real quick. Look, that's what happened when I connected my flash dryer and I left it running for like an hour or two. It it literally began burning. That's why I'm not using it right now. I'm gonna fix all this wiring that we can actually use it without risking setting this place on fire. But yeah, like anyways, I mean, look at that. It has wheels, which helps out a lot. And look at that, 3,500 pesos. What, that's like, how many dollars is that? Like, I forgot the math. Next, I'm going to show you the inks I use right now. And unfortunately where I live, there's only one print shop, one print supplier, whatever you want to call it. And the only brand they carry here is this thing called Sanchez. This brand right here. This is all over Mexico. And I really use it because it's the cheapest one. And I don't really like the ink, but you know, the only way I could get, you know, good quality ink is if I go to Mexico City, which I don't really have time to go because it costs money. But yeah, these are the inks I use. These little things, they cost like around like, let me see if one of them has the prices. No, none of them have the price. But they cost around like anywhere between like 60 to 80 pesos, one of these jars. Basically, I think they're like a quart of a kilo. And these are my spatulas. And when I first started, you can see all those videos on YouTube where other print shops, they use basically these spatulas. And I was looking for them, but I couldn't find them. I only found this one at a bake shop. But I cost like 67 pesos for this one. And honestly, I don't really like it. And I found these ones. Actually, the guy that sold me the press, his buddy goes to Mexico to buy supplies, and he bought me these little spatulas. And they're pretty good because they're easier to use. For me, they're better because they're easier for me to mix the inks in those tiny jars. And it's a lot easier to clean up the ink from the screen with these ones rather than those other big one spatulas. So in my opinion, I prefer these ones. If you're starting out, use these ones, especially if you're just going to use tiny ink. Once you move to those big buckets, then yeah, maybe you can use the other regular spatulas. But in the meantime, I'll stick to this. And now, I'm going to show you the chemicals. And sorry about this mess here. But yeah, like I said, here in Mexico, the majority of people, you can say probably like 90% of the people, they use this emulsion right here. Sanchez. And this thing costs around like 140 pesos. Like I said, I already use it. I don't like it, but I don't have a choice. This is an ink cleaner. We actually got this for free because I went to an event in Mexico City. And it's from CCI, which I love. But if I want to get more, I have to go all the way to Mexico City to buy it because I can't buy it online. I mean, you can, but it's a big hassle to order online. Next is this. This is basically a haze remover. But I use it when I reclaim. Because here we reclaim screens with chlorine. And this is just to get rid of those spots that weren't able to come off. Next, this is, like, I speak Spanish, but I can't even pronounce that. Auxiliar para Caratex. This is basically to add to the ink so it can become more thinner, you know, more smooth, easier to work with. Which is very useful because those Sanchez inks, oh my god, they're so thick, they suck. But yeah, this helps out. Here is the liquid adhesive that we use for the palettes. Right here. And I forgot how much this cost me, but this will last you a really long time. I think it cost like 200 pesos, 200 something, I'm not really sure. But that's a lot, man. I mean, if you have a big shop, then you probably always see like in a few months. But this one is going to last me like years since I'm just starting now. The chemicals, man. Oh, here's another one. I forgot about this one. This one. This is basically, people use this one to clean up the ink from their screen. but it smells horrible. And this is kind of expensive. This costs like 100 pesos, I think. Like, yeah, like 100. And people don't use this one. What they use to clean up ink from screens is actually gasoline, which is basically what I have here. Yeah, they use gasoline to clean up screen, which is not very good, but like I said, Mexico, it's kind of like a whole, you know, do-it-yourself screen print shop at home, you know, homemade. But yeah, those are the main chemicals that we use here, that I use right now. And now, the screens. These are the screens that we use here in Mexico. They're all wood. This one's here where I live, they cost like 120 pesos. But if you go to Mexico City, you probably get them a lot cheaper. And they're small. These are actually, I forgot what size these are, but they're pretty small. They don't really make big ones. I mean, I have a big one right here. This one. It's a big one I use, but I can't really use it because when I press, if I put it on, it hits the wall or that side of the wall, so I can't use it right now. But now here, we have the ink scooper. I mean, not the ink scooper, I mean the emulsion scooper. These are many of the ones we use here in Mexico. They're cheap. I forgot how much this one cost me. This cost me 140 pesos. This is the biggest one I could find here. The only way I scoop is going this way. But yeah. Like I said, eventually I'll buy, you know, actual real ones. But in the meantime, gotta use these ones. And now with the squeegees. This was my first squeegee that I bought. I was like, can't believe it. Look at how tiny that. What am I gonna do with that? You know, that helps out for, you know, small prints. But yeah, these squeegees, they all come the same, you know, durometer. People don't really know durometer here. And these ones are, I forgot. They're not that expensive. I mean, I only have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. God damn, 5 squeegees, man. That's a little bit, you know. Alright, that was my chop. Oh my god, horrible. That was my chop. See, my English is getting worse every time I spend here. But anyways, that was my taller. Yeah, I know it's not the best, but you know, it's pretty good for someone just starting now, you know. I just started a year ago, so it's not that bad. And like I said, throughout this whole process of YouTube, I'm gonna show you guys how I build up my little shop here. Hopefully one day I'll get an actual location and move away from my little tiny basement dungeon, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, and I'll be making videos of, you know, the way we do it here in Mexico, the way we expose screens, especially expose here. A lot of people use the sun. And that's something I didn't show you guys. This equipment right here. That is what I use to expose with the sun. Because I don't have what do you call them, those? I forgot, man. I see this on YouTube all the time. Those. Give me 1 second. Table exposure, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, anyways, like I said, this is what I use. I'll make sure I make a video on how I do that. Pretty easy, you know. It's kind of actually faster with the sun. It takes like what, like 30 seconds. But yeah, I'll be making a video on how to do that. The emulsion, how we prepare it here. Also, the way we reclaim screens here. And I'm going to be taking some little stops by the guy that sold me this press, because literally that guy does it like literally, you know, do it yourself style, you know. He does 6-color print jobs with no registration marks at all. Yeah, you know, everybody uses the registration marks, but he doesn't even use those, and you know, he does CMYK, you know, all that with none of that. He doesn't even label his You know, this is for cyan. This film is magenta. He doesn't even use those ones. You know, I'm pretty impressed. So I'll be stopping by there, you know, filming some to show you guys. But yeah, man, just subscribe and hit that bell notification. That way you can see my videos, man. You know, I want to be here building up, you know. And I want you guys to follow me with it. Alright, guys. Till next time.